This is one of the heaviest books in the collection. It is a first edition King James Bible. And when I think old Bibles, that is exactly what I'm thinking that it looks like. Look at that. This book does not disappoint when you open it. Look at that. Over 400 years old. Look at that. 1611, first edition King James Bible. But did you know before King James got involved in the printing of this Bible, he was fascinated or tortured or bothered by witches. So what does he do? He writes a book on demonology and witchcraft. And about 14 years earlier, look at that, there's the third book of demonology. There are 3 books of demonology in here. The second book of demonology, a description of sorcery and witchcraft by none other than King James, as in the King James Bible.
And do you know what? And I'll tell you, and I would tell any Christian this, I'd look him right in the eye and say, my friend, I know who you are. You're the Antichrist. There is no doubt in my mind that the Antichrist is Christianity. Because everything that the Lord Jesus Christ has instructed us to do, they have said don't do it. When he said, seek first the kingdom which is within you, oh, don't do that. Practice the single eye, oh, don't do that. You take away the key because you don't enter within yourself. Cast your net to the right side. Oh, don't do all of that stuff. That's all New Age. Everything. He said, don't pray to me. They say pray to him. He said, don't ask me for anything. They say ask him. Everything that he has set forth to do, they have said don't do it, and yet they cover themselves in garbs and splash their name all over. Definitely a wolf in sheep's clothing. And everybody that has come into this room, the one thing I said is what Jesus Christ said. You call yourself a Christian, Jesus says, why do you call me Lord if you don't do what I tell you to do? And what he told you to do is practice the single eye, and your body will fill with light. In number 23:7, I hardly think that I even have to comment. Because look what it says. Right discrimination is not for him who cannot concentrate. Without concentration, there cannot be meditation. And he who cannot meditate must not expect peace. And without peace, how can anyone expect happiness? That is written 6,000 years ago. And the same thing existed then, exists now. People cannot stay their minds still even for 5 seconds. And he said 6,000 years ago, he who cannot meditate cannot expect peace. Because you know why? There is no such thing as peace of mind. It doesn't exist.